Alright, good morning, guys. YVR popping up right here. Let's see what else is going on. Mist just keeps going straight up on this trend line here, but can't hop in right now on that. Let's see, ENTX looks like it's trying to break the downtrend. Let's see, YVR starting to pop out of this triangle. I'm gonna go on YV. Whoops, maybe I'm not. Didn't have my auto send on. Thinking about going on YVR here. Trying to give it a second though. I don't really want to get up this high. It's starting to pop a little bit. May have missed the entry there. Let me see here on this 1 minute. I'd much rather been in this at 238 than trying to get in now. Starting to break 250 though. It is above all indicators, which is nice. Yeah, broke that 230 resistance there. Okay, yeah, 250 is going to be some resistance. Let's see if this candle breaks over 250 and holds. I can't see any comments, guys. There you go. Good morning. Good morning, Hasib. Let me look around here. SFED dropping down. Solo dropping down. SUNW popping up. Okay, that doesn't look good at all. CBAY's got an interesting triangle here. Man, YVR up to 265 now. Yep. Yeah, Epic. I know YVR. I missed this initial entry. If I would have had my auto send on, I would have been in about 239, 240, and I'd have been fine with that. But I just don't want to pay more than that for it. You already made a profit made everything back from yesterday on YVR. Nice job. Nice job, sir. Good job. $80 up to 229. 229 is going to be some resistance on this if this does break the pre-market high. IV sure is getting a lot of volume. What's up, Daniel B? Good morning. Yeah, I should have just went there at right when this opened up and dropped down to 247. That would have been a decent entry. Missing entries here. Gotta pull it together. Yeah, there's a lot of buying volume coming into this. Let's see, so SUNW popping up almost to 180. Yeah, CBay does look interesting. That's what I'm sitting here looking at. That's what I'm thinking about maybe going on this. Yeah, I'm going to go on CBay. Starting to push up towards 5. If it can break 5, I think it's going to start moving. Let's see how 5 looks. Yeah, hit 5. 5 is holding up as a little... Holding up as some resistance. This is still a little sketchy, but we'll see. See if it can break through 5 here. Here we go, breaking. Nope. Almost all the sellers got taken out, but it still couldn't break. That's it's a little nerve-wracking. It needs to break 5 real soon. If this keeps getting held up at 5, this is not going to break. It's 3 times it's hit 5 and came right back down. There we go. Now it's popping up over 5 finally. Now we're going to want 5 to start holding that support and volume to start coming in here. This candle's fixing to close. I really want to see this candle close over 5. If it doesn't, then it may be still sketchy. Yeah, and it's not going to close over 5. Oh, maybe it is going to close over 5. It closed. Oh, it did. It closed right at the last minute over 5. Having a bit of a pullback here, as long as it doesn't pull back too low. Mm, 490 starting to crack. I really want to see 490 hold up as support at this point until 5 can start holding as support. Ooh, quick little pullback here. I don't want it to pull back much more than this though. This really needs to push back over 5 soon. Because this is kind of a double top. It really needs to push up over 5. I don't like the way it's acting right at this moment. A minute and a half on this candle. Still getting held up at 5. Still having issues here. People are coming in selling right below 5, not even hitting 5. I don't know. I don't like that. The 475 absolutely has to hold up as a supporter. This will dump. If this candle could push over, this candle right here could push over 505, I'd feel a lot better about this right now, but I'm not feeling great about it at the moment. How's YVR doing? YVR not doing too much. Let's see, maybe the triangle's more like this now. Yeah, that would make sense because 5 is being such resistance, so maybe the triangle's like this. Let's see. I said we want 475 to hold up, and this needs to break over 5 soon. It needs to get back over 5 within the next like 6 or 7 minutes. I don't like that. Like I said, 475 needs to hold up. Okay, buyers. Yeah, okay, good. Buyers are coming in there. Not that many though. Okay, okay. We need to see. We need to keep seeing them come in right here at 475. Keep this from dropping below the 9. We've got a little bit of buying coming in here at 480. Oh, that got taken out quick. Man, I really don't like the selling pressure. Buyers are not winning this battle right at the moment. They're starting to pop up a little bit here. Well, that was good to see buy and push us back up over 490. If it can close over 490, that would be really nice. If it can close over 5, it'd be even better. But only got 4 seconds. I don't think it's going to close over 5. But let's see this 1 minute. This really needs to get back up towards 5 and start testing soon. Put a stop loss in here just in case, because if it doesn't hold up, it's going to dump down. So we've got a minute and 15 on this candle to close. And I got stopped out there. So this one just could not get it. It's still a possibility it could break. It's still not quite in the tip of the triangle, but the fact it's pushing back down to the bottom of the triangle is not a good sign. And YVR didn't do much either, just a quick little pop. Same thing with Sun SUNW, just a quick little pop. Huh. What is going on today? Mist is still going straight up. No way to get in that. Like maybe on TNXP. Let's take a look at TNXP. Yeah, but TNXP looks like its normal barcode self. I mean, it is making a flag, but TNXP is just not one I'd want to trade. See, HLX. If I check this after okay, a nice move so far on HLX. 440 up to 534. A little flag on GNCA here. It's not moving real fast, but there's a little flag there. CLSM popping up, and 29 cents so far. Ecor. CLSM has no PR though. Alright, Mark, have a good one, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get a little better trades tomorrow. Today's a little sketchy. Yeah, CPay all the way at the bottom. No bueno there. Solo slowly creeping up. Let's see, what's this gap on Mist at? So Mist has room up to 955, but it's just way up. Not very many pullbacks on it. Arnett secures government partnership and initial contract. This doesn't have a lot of volume, but it has really good PR. I'm going to put it on my watch list just in case, since nothing else really seems to be doing anything yet. YVR might try to pop up here in a minute. See, YVR needs to break over 260. Actually, 265. 265 is where the resistance is, so it needs to break over that. RNet is slowly climbing. No, just draw that there. YVER still consolidating. CBay still consolidating. Solo's almost up to the top of this triangle. SFET's not doing anything. I'm going to take it off. ENTX. No, ENTX is. Oh, ENTX. I had that on my watch list. It is starting to slowly climb back up. It's a little ways from the downtrend. Well, Solo's starting to break this top of this triangle possibly. VCBD. Let's do VCBD. This is I mean, this is I wouldn't touch this. This is OTC stock. It's under a penny. It's garbage. See, so some resistance at 375 on Solo. Solo breaks through 375. And it did pretty quickly, actually. Way quicker than I was expecting. So it's going to run into $4 resistance. It is popping up out of this triangle right now. I'll see YVR starting to pop. We're trying to here. There it goes. Yeah, now it's going to start moving. It's getting hung up at 275 a little bit, but if it can break through 275, which I think it probably is going to, Yeah, cutting through 275 right there. And 275 starting to get some buyers in, a little bit of support there. I don't like how YVR keeps just barely pushing up. It's not breaking very hard. Struggling in this area. The buyers are coming in right here at 270. Well, they all got taken out. Selling pressure now, cracking back below 270. So I don't know if it's going to break out or not. The fact it broke and then hit 270, 275 and came right back down. On 265 to 265, 262, something like that to try to hold. And it did on the 1 minute, so now it may start trying to break out. Maybe. Depends on where this 1 minute candle closes. If this 1 minute candle closes below 265, this might not do it. See RNet. Yeah, I did. I took a loss on CBay, a little loss. I mean, VLSR is, I mean, it's on this downtrend at the moment. So until it breaks, if it breaks over 23.15, there might be something there, possibly. Yeah, let's see. Okay, where do I see? Yeah, so you see YVR selling pressure pushes down. That's what I was saying about it not breaking through 275. Like just one little quick break and pop through and then back down. That's not really a good breakout movement. What is going on today? Today is kind of everything kind of fake out breakout-ish. I said on VSLR, if it breaks whatever I said, 23.15 or something, then possibly there could be something there. BKY is gonna get an offering today. What's BKYI doing? CBay's coming back up. The CBay's got to break 5. If CBay can break 5, then it could get going. It's held the bottom trend line so far. Solo couldn't break out either of that. Oh, okay, let's see here. So this trend line's over here. This looks like it's flagging. But I mean, this thing went straight up. I would be expecting a big pullback probably on this soon. I mean, CRM selling off. I mean, this is a high price stock. Nobody's really playing that for a day trade right now. So everything is struggling to break out. Oh, RNet's starting to move. Volume's starting to come in. This breaks over 260 with volume. This may start taking off because this is extremely low float. And it hasn't had any volume yet. It's coming up to 260 now. There's a 4-cent spread right at the moment too. I don't have very much funds left, but if it starts breaking 260, I might think about going with just a little small position possibly. This hasn't had a lot of volume yet though. It's only had 500,000, which I don't like. But this PR is extremely good. And this float is extremely low. But we did get, what did we get? Almost, yeah, I got 100,000 volume on that one candle. Nice, Donna. I don't know. RNet's moving so funky though. I'm going to go on this with the smaller position if I can. I'm going to try to limit order in. I don't really want it at 265. I may not get it. This is going to be very, very sketchy play, though. If you're thinking about getting in this, because there's the volume. I mean, volume is starting to come into it. But if like a lot of eyes start really coming into it, this might rip hard. Pushing up to 275 already, and I couldn't get filled. Let's see if it starts moving really hard here soon. Volume's definitely starting to come in though. At least somewhat. If this was to get a million in volume candle, I would say this would probably rip pretty hard. CBay popping up. CBay's at 480. This is. I told you this might start ripping hard here. Let's see what happens. If it breaks over 294, or if it breaks over 3, I'd say it's probably gonna shoot straight up to probably the 200 day at 368. CBay is still a little sketchy. Yeah, CBay could go either way at this point. It is in the tippy tip of this triangle. I think RNet's about to break out here. It's going to try to break through 3 right here. There's some sellers sitting at 3. This is if like I said, if a million in volume comes in on this candle or in on a candle, this is going to move extremely fast. And I think that volume will come in at the break of 3. Maybe all I had though. Maybe we had just up to 3. This is selling off a little bit now. Of course, I mean, if anybody was in down here, they're probably locking out at 3. I would have locked out at 3. I mean, if you were able to. That was a really quick pop to 3 though. See how CBay looking. CBay's looking a little weak right at the second. Yeah, YVR couldn't break out. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This might be rocket time here. The break. Oh, here we go. Popping up to 311, all the way up to got all the way up to 315 quickly. So it's getting hung up at 315 a little bit. But this should start getting people's attention. I've had 1 million in volume in the last 10 minutes. It should start popping up on day trader scanners and everything. And nothing else is really going on right at the moment. So this has potential to be a big one. I don't know if it'll go crazy or not, but it sure does have potential. It sure does have the makings of a... I did try to get in. I tried to limit in at 262 because there was like a 7-cent spread, but I didn't get filled. This needs. I was about to say, it needs to hold over 3. If this breaks back below 3, then it may be done. A lot of selling pushing this down right now. You want that pre-market high to hold as support, and those are that 294 was the pre-market high. So 294 needs to hold as support, and 3 needs to start holding that support. 294 and 3 hold as support. New buyers will start coming in, and then this thing could start moving. Well, with the spread and as low float as this is, if I mark it in and it starts moving, I mean if you just look at this in 15 minutes, this has went from 250 up to 318, and the moves it makes are very, very quick. So if you mark it in, if I tried to mark it in at 262 and all of a sudden it started shooting up like it did right here, because that's what I was looking for, that break at 260. You know, if I mark it in and it shoots up, I might get filled way up here as quick as this moves. And I didn't want to get marketed in at like 285 or 275 or anything like that. So that's why I was trying to limit. Because the spread was like, I think it was about a 5 or 6 cent spread when I was trying to limit order in. So on a stock this low float that was moving with barely any volume and has a spread, like you can mark it in, but your fill is probably going to be pretty bad. So that's why I just tried to limit. And I wasn't very sure yet at this point back here if this was going to actually make this type of move, because it didn't have any volume. I mean, this had no volume through here. And now it's got 2.5 million volume in 2 candles just about, or 2 million volume in 2 candles. So to me, it would be very risky to try to mark it in and get filled up way higher than I would like to have gotten filled. So on this one, just because of the amount of risk of how fast this stock can move, I wanted to limit order in, get a small fill as possible. It's cracking back below 294. So it may sell off. I mean, it is quite a ways off the 9 EMA, so. But my concern at this point now is this break over 3 and it's starting to push up to 318. More volume should have came in. This should have popped up on more people's radars and scanners and stuff. And the buy-in did not come in. It just stopped right there, and now we're kind of having a little tug of war between sellers and buyers. A little bit of a flag on the 1 minute. If you're buying MISTs on a run, yeah, it did break out of whoops, it did just break out of this triangle. Yeah, if MU breaks 53.60, it could possibly get going. Did anybody get any of RNet? Did anybody get any of this initial rip? See YVR coming back up a little bit. No, YVR still in the channel. C-Base starting to crack this triangle, so C-Base done. Ooh, you're filled up really high, Dom. You're filled right at that $3 resistance, which is holding up as pretty strong resistance at the moment. I would be very careful with your stop loss, because if this thing cracks down, it's probably going to crack down fast. Everybody who got in is probably going to start dumping. That would be my concern. Right now, though, yeah, this is what I was saying about this play. This was going to be a tricky, risky play if it did start getting volume, because it moves. It's going to move extremely fast. That's why I'm concerned that if this doesn't hold up, it might drop out on you. That, like, right there. I hope you got. I don't know. say you want 275 to hold. That's support. Oh, you're out. Okay, good. I mean, it's still above the 9. It still could make a move, but buyers should have started coming in up through here, and they just didn't. So at this point, I don't know. It's good for a quick little move there, but that was about it. Let's see, how's Mist doing? Mist still looking a little sketchy. Oh, there's a lot of sketchiness today. So, yeah, CBay cracked out. White VR, nothing. How's the SPY doing today? SPY had a pullback today. Yeah, this is selling off now. If it drops below 270, it's probably done. I mean, it does have some support right across at 260, but nobody's trading MU but you, Jinzana. If you don't know what you're doing, then don't trade it. Yeah, it is a good break. I mean, now where's your resistance at? Do you know where your next resistance at and where your next price target's at? It's a good breakout though on this. Nice little U shape. Oh, CLSN kept running. I meant to put that on my watch list earlier. I forgot to put it on there. It's a nice little flag right there that it broke out of. A lot of different. See, what was the other one? GNCA. What did GNCA ever do? Because that was in a flag. That cracked down. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it is trying to hold 450, but it broke out the bottom of the triangle, so that's pretty bearish. I mean, there's some support there, but if that 450 support doesn't hold up, then it'll probably crack hard. The volume on this has dropped out quite a bit too. But the problem is this downtrend is holding strong. CBA couldn't break 5. It came back down. Tried to come back up and break the trend line again. Couldn't break. And it's coming back down again. So but if 450 keeps holding, then maybe. But if it does break the downtrend at 475, it's going to immediately run into, it looks like there's resistance at 485, so it's going to hit 485 and then 5. There's a lot of resistance right through here that it's got to break through. So even if it does break over the downtrend, I don't know how much higher it's going to go. That would be my concern with it. But I'm going to stop drawing on mist. I've not been able to draw anything on mist. Every time I draw a line, it does something weird. I don't know about that on plug. Plugs, there's not even hardly any volume on plug. Volume has died completely off since it had a big sell-off there. I wouldn't touch it. Solo's doing a little creepy creep. Let's fix that drawing. There we go. Why wouldn't I touch plug? Because it's not doing anything. It has no volume. Like this candle right here has less than 100,000 volume and it's got 2 minutes to close. The candle before that only had 160,000. Like it is slowly climbing back up, but it's been in a downtrend since way back here. So I mean, it's gotta come all the way back up and break 915 to get over this downtrend to be bullish again. Right now it's just pointing straight down. I would not touch it. It's in a downtrend. It's gotta break over that downtrend or it's gonna be pretty ugly. Yeah, triangles all over today. YVR. Now I wouldn't get in plug MU. I wouldn't get in MU either. That's what I said earlier. If it broke 5360, that would be the place to get in at. The break of this U shape. At this point, it's up 43 cents from where I initially said would be the breakout point. So no, I wouldn't touch it now at all. RNet may not be done. But the volume is dying off on RNet though. It is trying to hold up, but everything's starting to kind of look like yesterday where volume just kind of died off right around 10 and everything started cracking. But that doesn't mean anything. It could be a different day, so. Yeah, well, if it's too late, you missed it. You gotta move on. I missed my this original rip on YVR earlier, and then I missed RNet. Like, you're gonna miss plays. Nothing you can do about it. You just gotta move on, look for the next play, because missing plays will happen. But it's not the end of the world. You'll have plenty of chances to hop in other trades, I'm sure. No, no. Here's the thing. I know a lot of people like to swing through earnings, but I have seen stocks with good earnings crash, and I've seen stocks with bad earnings rip. So if you're swinging through earnings, you're gambling. Like that's just that's all there is to it, because you never know how the market is going to react to those earnings. There's a lot of factors that go into earnings and what investors are looking for earnings, and earning might just miss the earnings estimate by like a cent or something, like just a small little bit. Like they could have made great money and they missed the estimate by like just a little bit, and then everybody panics and dumps it. And you might have been looking at it like, oh, I thought that was a good earnings report, even though they missed the earnings estimate. They barely missed it. It doesn't matter. It's so hard to swing earnings because you just never know what is going to happen. It's better to wait and see how the market reacts to those earnings and then try to trade it. FE. But no, if you're the best type of swing trading I've seen, well, FE got beat down because of earnings. Yeah. Yeah, not yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, in time I've seen stocks that have bad earnings and somehow just rip hard. I don't know what exactly you're saying on the FE though. Okay, here we go. Earnings schedule for July 23rd. So where's the earnings at? That's today. I don't know. What you're saying that I'm not sure what you're saying about FE really. See, mist popping up again. See this. That's why I said this play is moving weird. I kept drawing things and they just does what it wants. And it's a strange. It's been strange moving through here and stuff. But this, I don't know. I don't know about mist. But the best swing strategies I've seen are ones that look for buys at support, and then you just sell at resistance. Yeah, Mist does have some volume. I mean, Mist could break out. If it breaks back over 9, I think it probably would try to break out, but it's going to run into the 200 at 983, so most likely, well, actually, even there's this little bottom candle there, but 960 to 983 is going to be a resistance area, even if it does break back over 9. And then $10, of course. So there's a lot of a resistance ahead if it does break 9. That would be my only concern. What are my thoughts on FE for what? Swing trade? Or long term? Longer? I don't know. Let me see. Let's see this max chart. I mean, that is a pretty dramatic drop. Why did it drop so hard right here? What happened? On pace for record percent decrease. Lower price target. happened? What date was this when this sold off? This was the 21st. Has anything come out about the racketeering? I don't know. That makes me real nervous. That makes me real nervous because if the company gets shut down because of this bribery and racketeering thing going on, then you could see. It's real. That's real sketchy because what they could do, it doesn't look like they've done it yet. But if it says there. I don't know. I'd have to read more into this whole story, but what happens normally if they're going to investigate a stock, it doesn't sound like they're investigating the stock for fraud. It's not that type of investigation. It's for the CEO, I guess. I don't know. It possibly could be a good buying opportunity. It very possibly could be, especially down here at 22. That was really low. But I don't. To me, it's really risky because of what's going on around him. Those type of charges and stuff. I don't know. I don't recommend gambling anywhere. If you're gambling and you're not really. Why would you? Why would you want to gamble in the stock market or the casino? See, nine's acting as a little resistance on missed. Now, I think this is going to break 9, but I just don't know how much further it can really go with the resistance ahead. Yeah, most casinos do give free drinks. You can see there CBAIT come up to the triangle again, hit 475 and came right back down. A miss coming right back down too. Solo cracking off. So yeah, looking kind of like yesterday a little bit here with everything dropping off around 10. No, I wouldn't get in just because it's back down to 53.60. $53.50, the top of these candles is your support line. So if you wanted to get in this, you could probably maybe think about getting in there somewhere around 53.50, but most likely, I don't know. If it cracked below 53.50 though, I would get out. At this point, I would not want to get in this stock personally. Like I normally say, I like to be in at the beginning rips. So first entry would have been here at the break of this downtrend. Your second potential entry would have been through here in this the 9 holding up as support, and then the break of this downtrend, and that's it. 1, 2. The third entry, if you get up in here, this is the this is the third time, so the chances of it breaking out are going to be a little more sketchy than here or here. At this point, getting up here on this entry feels like chasing to me. So I wouldn't touch it at this point, honestly. The thing with CBay, like I said, CBay's got to get back over 5. Like maybe, you could look for an entry down low like this, but you got 475, 485, and $5 all resistance above. So until it gets back over 5, I wouldn't want to touch it. But I mean, you could get in early if you wanted to, but that $5 range is tough. Alright guys, so we'll give the stream about 10 more minutes here. If anybody has any more questions, suggestions, or ideas, get those in. I mean, CBay is breaking the downtrend though. I would say if it breaks up over 472 here, 473, and really 47. If it it's yeah. Even before I'd get an early entry, I think I'd still probably wait for the break of 475 at least. It looks like it's going to try to do that soon, maybe. But still, even then, like I said, you're going to run into more resistance ahead. Very light volume at the moment. You want to make sure volume is going to come back in too. You want to be seeing new buyers coming in. If there's not much buying, then it's not going to do too much. Now we got a little bit of a trend line on RNet. Possibly if this candle closes where it's at and the next one moves up a little bit. YVR coming down to the bottom of the triangle. It may crack here soon. SUNW is popping up a little. See, I would be concerned on CBay because you got all this volume back here, and then the last little while, just little bits of volume. I'd want to see some candles, some bigger volume bars come in than these little bits of volume that it has on it. That's why I went on this back here, because of all this volume coming in right out the gate. It just couldn't break up much higher. It got hung up at 510. Now see, now there's a new buyer. New buyer just came in at 466. So that's what you want to see. You want to start seeing buyers. Okay, CBay's starting to get a little active now. Now I would be interested in it. If a little more volume would come in. See if it breaks over 475. It needs to get over 475 soon here. And you can see that 475 is acting as some resistance. There it goes. Now it's breaking over 475. But what did we run into? 480. So it's probably, like I said, it's probably going to be a choppy ride up to $5. But you're going to want to see volume increasing as you come closer to that $5 area. These volume bars need to start getting a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger as we're moving up towards 5. And you need a nice big volume bar to break it through 5. CBay does have some potential still. Miss just going sideways. Got held up at 9. Actually, it looks like Miss might sell off soon. Possibly. Yeah. CBay looks alright. Alright, guys. I'm going to call it a day. Appreciate everybody joining me. We'll be back tomorrow for some Friday trading. Guys, have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Until next time.